Hello, fifth grade. This is Thursday, May the 7th. We are on math today, fifth grade. Go ahead and turn with me to lesson 102. We're going to learn today how to subtract decimals, subtracting decimals using zeros. So we're going to learn how to subtract decimals, decimal numbers using zeros. So for some subtraction problems, as you've noted in the past lessons here, we need to add decimal places to perform the subtraction. If we were to subtract 0.23 from 0.4, we find that there's an empty place in this problem. So here's my problem. 0.4 minus 0.23. Okay, there's an empty space here. What can I do to avoid that place? Well, we will fill in the empty space with a 0 and then subtract. So now look at my new problem. If I have a 0.4 and if I have two decimal places that need to be subtracted from this decimal, then I just fill in the 0 here and I'm ready to subtract like normal, okay? 0 minus 3, I can't do that, so I take 1 from the 10th place here and makes this a 3. 10 minus 3 is 7, and 3 minus 2 is 1. So my answer is 0.17, okay, 0.17. So, remember, if you can simplify decimals, if we can go back to simplifying the decimals that we learned a couple lessons back, I believe it was earlier this week for one of the lessons, you learn how to simplify decimals. So you can simplify decimals, yes, by dropping unnecessary zeros, but then there is a point where as dropping unnecessary zeros keeps the values of numbers exactly the same. So adding zeros to fill empty places in numbers does not change the values of the numbers. It helps you when subtracting or adding. So when subtracting and adding, it might help you to add decimals versus simplify the decimals. If you could look at a problem like this and simply subtract without that 0, then that's fine. You know, if it's fine with you, then it's fine with me. Alrighty, as long as you're getting the right answer. Alrighty, let's look at example 1. Brand X computer completed a task in 0.4 seconds. A Brand Y computer completed the same task in 0.231 fewer seconds. What length of time did Brand Y computer take to complete the task? So you'll notice that 0.4 has now been converted to 0.400. I've added zeros here and I kept 231 the same. So let's subtract now. Okay, if you had 0.4, remember you have to line up your decimals and add zeros if you need to. Okay, let's subtract now. 0 minus 1, you can't do that. So you go over to 0 here. You can't borrow from here. So I have to borrow from before. That makes 4, 3. That makes this a 9, and it makes this a 10. 10 minus 1 is 9. 9 minus 3 is 6. And 3 minus 2 is 1. So my answer now is 0.169. Okay, so how can I check the answer here? If I wanted to see what 0.169 is correct, how can I check my answer? I could work my way what? Backwards. Alrighty, I can add 0.169 plus 0.231. Alright? Alright, example 2. I'm going to erase this here. All right, example 2 reads the following. A pedometer measures the distance a person has walked. Jana is walking 3 kilometers to Rochelle's house. While waiting at the crosswalk, Jana notices that her pedometer reads 1.23 kilometers. What distance does Jana still need to walk to arrive at Rochelle's house? So if she needs to walk 3 kilometers, we're going to make 3 into a decimal here and subtract the total amount she has walked, which is 1.23 kilometers. Okay, how do I make 3 into a decimal? I just simply put a decimal after the whole number, put a decimal 0, 0. Okay, and that's as easy as it gets. So you can put a decimal and fill the empty or the other spaces, the decimal places with 0. Let's go and subtract. 0 minus 3, I can't do that. 0 minus 2, I can't do that. So go to the 3 and borrow 1/100 from here. Let's see, this becomes a 2. Losing my train of thought here. 9. 10 minus 3 is 7. 9 minus 2 is 7. and put my decimal here, and 2 minus 1 is 1. So my answer here is 1.77. What would the answer be if it was money amount? It would be $1.77, right? Alrighty, example 3, and we're almost done here. Example 3. In 2004, the land area of Laredo, Texas was 83.44 square miles. In 1993, the land area was 44 square miles. Between 1993 and 2004, the city of Laredo added about how many square miles altogether? So we can round 84 or 83. We can round 83.44 to 44, or a compatible number here, 84. You can round it to 84. Between 84 or 83, whichever you want there. I think they rounded it to 84 here. And then 44. So 84 minus 44 square miles would give you 40 square miles. Alrighty. Laredo added about. Remember, about just gives you an estimate number. It's not an exact number. And it's about 40 square miles between the years of 1993 and 2004. Lesson practice. Let's subtract. Letter A. 0.3 minus 0.15. I'm going to do about 3 with you right now. All right, 0.3 minus 0.15. Okay, I can simply just add a 0 here. And make sure you line up your decimals and you line up your decimal place values. I just added a 0 here. Okay, 0 minus 5. Let's regroup here. This is 2. 10 minus 5 is 5. 2 minus 1 is 1. So my answer is 15 for letter A. Okay, letter B. Letter B. Can you see that? Yes. I know part of my camera is blurry. I think it's my screen protector. 0.3 minus 0.25. I can just put a 0 here and subtract. 0 minus 5. Go ahead and subtract from here. All right, 10 minus